In this video, I'll be sharing with you how I work with energy and how you can too, including a technique that I use to transmute energy. Often, when we first wake up in the morning, we're very connected to the intuitive and to the unseen world. We'll often get impressions, have thoughts on our mind, or we might even wake up with a sense of knowing. We just know something and we can't explain why or how we know it. So this morning when I woke up, I felt this saddish energy. It wasn't like completely sad, but it had a sad quality to it, and it was very noticeable. I could feel it in my chest. It was feeling my space. So it was this feeling that had a sad quality to it. And the energy felt very strong. Like I could just feel it all around me. It wasn't like, oh, did I feel that? No, it was like very pronounced. It was a very strong feeling. So I knew that if I felt that way, then I could also work with that energy. So I focused it into a tunnel using my mind's eye, so using my visualization. So I imagined that the energy was being directed into this tunnel, and I saw it like right in the center of me, like not inside of me. I saw it out here. And you might see things differently. This is not the only way to do this, but I feel like when I explain how I do it, it lets other people know what I'm doing. And then from there, you can craft your own experience. You can work with energy in your own way because everybody's different. We don't all do things the same. But I personally know that it's good to have these kind of examples, especially because there's really not that many people out there talking about how they work with energy or even working with energy for that matter. So I focused it into a tunnel. It just felt like the right thing to do. That's why I did this. It felt like the right thing to do is to focus it into an energy tunnel. And now it's something that I can see, it's tangible, I can feel it, I can really get the 360 perspective of it in my mind's eye. And I decided to channel it into a better feeling vibration because it is just energy. It is energy. And when we feel energy like this is a tip right here. This is something that I've realized over time is that when we feel energy like this, that feels very tangible, that is our signal, that is our cue that we can work with it. So I decided to change the vibration of this sad feeling energy into something that felt much better. Because energy can be transmuted. Energy always exists, but it can change forms. It can change from one form to another. So, as an example, if you've ever seen those experiments where scientists take plates and they put sand on these plates and they play different vibrations or different sounds, I should say, they play like instruments or music, and the sand changes form, it changes shape, like almost into these like snowflake patterns. Not like snowflakes, but they're just very specific designs. They're very specific patterns based on the sound. And that's because it's a particular vibration. So, what I wanted to do is change the vibration of the energy. The quality of the energy, the tangibility of it is always there. It's the energy that I can feel that I was talking about that I put in this, I condensed it into this like tunnel, this tube, this tunnel. So that energy is there, but the vibration of it is something that I can change because I can feel this energy. So I decided to change the sad energy into energy that felt better, and that worked for me. So I changed the energy into something that I actually wanted, which was the funnel of the best things in life are happening for me. The best things in life that could possibly happen have happened. And I said those words out loud. So you're telling yourself these things that you desire, and you say it as if they've already happened. And I could just feel the energy beaming out of my heart, beaming out of my body with excitement. And it kept going. I just stayed in that state, just radiating that energy. And it felt so good. And it was night and day compared to that original energy that I had been feeling and experiencing. And we can all do this. We can all work with energy. This is an energetic universe that we live in. Everything is made up of energy. And we all know that saying that energy cannot be destroyed, it can just change from one form to another form. And that's exactly what we did here. We changed it from one form to another form. So I kept saying that mantra and it felt so good. And I even have it written down on this note card, like an index card at my writing desk. And so I can just look at it. And every time I see it, it feels good to me. And that's really what you want to do when you're cultivating a statement is make sure that it feels good everywhere in your body. You don't want it to feel like a lie. You don't want it to feel like a non-truth or to feel uncomfortable or something that couldn't happen to you. You want to really have whatever you're saying be something that lights up your energy field. And so I took that energy and I used it, I channeled it into something better. I channeled it into something that I actually wanted to radiate and project and experience. And then something very cool happened right after that. And this was all this morning, by the way. So the next thing that happened was I had this workshop that I signed up for. It was this free workshop and it was something that I was looking forward to do. It was about like social media and I got online for the workshop and I was the only one that was there. So basically, I got to have a one-on-one direct conversation for about an hour with this really cool person who was hosting it. And we got to talk about all kinds of things that were tailored specifically to me. And it ended up being so much fun and such a great conversation. And I really felt like afterwards, like, wow, I really got to do that. That was so cool. We had this one on one, unique, cool experience. And then I realized, hey, that's actually right in line with the mantra that I was telling myself this morning, the energy that I channeled this morning, that I transmuted into something better, the energy that the best things in life are happening for me. Another example that I'll share with you is that I used to drive to San Diego for intuitive development classes that I was taking, and the drive would be roughly an hour, about an hour, and so I'd be on the freeway. And there was this one time in particular, I was driving to class, and it was a really good teaching moment because in the classes we all worked with energy. And I could feel just one car after another get behind me, and they were like tailgating me as we're like driving along at a fast pace on the freeway. They're like coming up behind me and tailgating me. And so as it kept happening, like back up real quick, the first time it happened, I was probably just like annoyed, like, okay, why is that happening? But as I noticed it kept happening, I realized, okay, if this keeps happening and I'm not driving like exceptionally slow or doing anything like that, and this keeps happening, now there's a pattern. So this is a form of communication. So it got my attention, like, aha. And so I realized I could feel this anger from the car behind me. I could feel their anger, this angry energy. And so I realized if I could feel it that intensely, that palpably, then I could work with it. So this is similar to the example I gave about like waking up in the morning and feeling that sad energy. So I realized that I could take that energy and work with it. And so I brought it into my body only because it felt safe to do so. I don't often bring energy into my body, but it felt safe to do so. I just brought it into the like central meridian channel. It's this big channel that goes up the middle of our body. And I brought the energy up through each of my chakras, just right up that central column where I knew it was safe to do so. And out, up and out, and got rid of it. I cleared it, I transmuted it. And once I did that, I stopped getting tailgated. I no longer felt that energy. It had transmuted and calmed. So there is something to bringing it through like a central channel, a column that I find very helpful and very useful when working with energy. So, what I want to stress is that everybody is going to work with energy differently. There's no one right way or one perfect way or only one way that you need to study and know how to do this. It's more abstract than that. You'll find your own methods that work for you. And a lot of times this is done through experimentation and just practicing working with energy because nobody knows how to do everything on the first try. Life just doesn't work like that. You want to practice and see what feels right, what works for you. So remember that everything is energy, and if you can feel it, then you can use it. You can work with that energy. This also means taking negative, lower, or denser feeling energy and transmuting it into energy that feels more high vibrational, lighter, more positive feeling. So use your imagination and your sense of visualization skills in order to work with the energy, along with your sense of feeling. You want to feel the energy, get a feel for what it is. A lot of times it will feel like you're working from your heart space, like it's your heart that's feeling into the energy. And when you work with those two things, the visualization and the feeling, you will find that you can transmute energy and you can work with energy in a profound way that is uniquely yours.